Welcome back. Lemo Fest is an extraordinary cultural extravaganza that celebrates the heart and soul of South Africa. Now, the event runs from the 1st till the 15th of October with dynamic music, art and entertainment. Locals will also benefit from employment and entrepreneur opportunities. Let's now speak to Freddie Kenney, the founder and CEO of Kenworth Group, for more. Kenny, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening. Can you just tell us what inspired this festival?
Good evening, Katrahani. What inspired the festival is that from day one of doing business when I was 8 years ago, when I was 8 years old, it was always in the township and in Kasi. And I decided that whatever profits I'm making one day, I'll invest in the township. And yes, my dream has come true. And here today, we have invested almost 340 million rand into a mall, one of the best malls in any township in the country. And the idea behind Lemo Fest is to see that how could we take the development of the township and bring it up and showcase it to the world, and we can get more investors in Mangaung, and especially in the township. We've got a great community that we are thriving with and who are really looking up to the festival, and we can't wait for that date.
And I'm sure a lot of your patrons also can't wait for this festival to begin. And just staying with having the mall in the township, how important was it for you to create dignified retail services within an arm's reach, within a township such as that within the Mangaung region?
It was not an easy task. It was one of those tasks that you want the dream to come through, and you pray God every time that how could you see to it that you have to build one of the most beautiful malls in the township. Put the investment there. As you are aware, it's very difficult to invest in township due to crime and due to other social ills. But what we have done, we have engaged with communities. Communities is part and parcel of the mall. And you won't believe me, Kaki, if I said to you that our crime rate here is -0. You won't believe me, but you can make your own investigation at your police station and get your stats there. How do you get it right? I think the community have played a major role. If there is marches or communities are angry, they make a human shield in front of the mall, hold each other's hand. So that told me that, listen here, Freddie, you're on the right path. And Kaki, I can tell you right now that we got international investors coming to us to come and see what we are doing here. And we hope that in other townships, some other business people can also do the same.
But what do you believe it is that you're doing so right that you can have communities protect that mall and your business in the way that they do?
We engage with communities. We don't solve their problems. We give hope to communities. We call it community participation in the mall. We also do, community education, where we tell them about these things, that this is yours. You break it down, you lose it, you won't get it again. And no one will come from anywhere in the world to come and invest in Mangaung or in a township if we can't invest ourselves in it. Now we are seeing our fruits are coming through. We are seeing that investors are coming through in Mangaung, and we've got hope in Mangaung. But without community backing, community participation, we don't think we'll ever make it. We can kiss it goodbye.
Most certainly, most certainly. Now, speaking about Lemo Fest, that's starting from the 1st of October, what do you think is going to be the contribution towards the local economy, as well as the short-term employment and the jobs that will be created around this festival?
We have created plus minus almost 1,000 jobs. I think it stands now this morning at about 910, 920, if I'm not mistaken. And what we have done with that, I'm talking not only jobs around the mall. What we have done, we went out and we fixed our external roads, municipal roads. We are in conjunction with the municipality and asking them, can we put money out there? And we have put money, about 310 million rand, 3.1 million rand we have put up to fix the ills of the roads, potholes, sewage, and so forth. And that has actually bring us in par and bring us much closer to each other, that the mall, this thing can be such a success. The community can't wait for it. No one can wait for it. It's actually one of those festivals that, wow, is it really done by black people? And if you see who's behind it, the staff and the management of it, it's young people. It's not old people like me. You know, I was supposed to be in bed by now. They are still working. And they are the 25 years, the youth of this country. You won't imagine how much energy is in the youth. And I'm using all that energy into the group.
And it's quite impressive to see that social compact that you have as a company in contributing towards the community that you're making profits from. Now, I can imagine that then SMEs and entrepreneurs are very close to your heart. How do they fit into the Lemo Fest?
You know, we got stores here. We got monthly markets every second week of the month. We are putting up markets outside the mall where people can sell their stuff there, and it's amazing to see how they are even fighting for the space. If I have to tell you right now, at the festival we got no space. We are full. As you are aware that you can only take so many people, and we have decided with a piece of land next to the mall where we are going to sit down and build 28, small stores. I'm saying that it's like small market, where people who can't afford to be inside the mall, we put them outside and we regulate that industry. It's one of the most beautiful extensions we have ever come in this country. It's going to be smart, and by next year, November, this time, please call me. I'll invite you to come and look what we are doing here. Mangaung will do the same again. We are going to change it.
We most certainly would be happy for that invite, Mr. Kenney. Talking about the exhibitors, what sort of businesses are the patrons expecting to see or visit or engage with at the fest?
Arts and culture is our way of doing business in the township. People are doing handworks where they use their hands, where people are saying that some of them are selling, some of them are making their food licensed. Patrons are coming here to come and sell their food here. But mostly it's arts and culture, where they make these beads and they're becoming very successful with these beads. And they are making beautiful ones.
Freddie, thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate the work that you're doing within that community, and we wish you all the best with the upcoming festival. That was Freddie Kenney, founder and CEO of Kenworth Group, speaking to us there about Lemo Fest that will be taking place from the 1st of October to the 15th.